Morning.
Morning. You the lawman here?
Marshal Torrance.
I'm Jay Jefferson.
Yes, I know. What do you want in North Fork?
Your cooperation?
What?
I'm looking for a man. A fellow named Pete Dawson.
40 years old, blue eyes, bald, 5'7". I don't know any Pete Dawson.
Does anybody in this neighborhood fit the description?
That description can fit a lot of men in this town as well as most any other town.
I'm asking about this town.
You heard my answer.
Plenty of men. 5'7", blue eyes, bald.
And none of them the men you're looking for.
Marshal, I don't like to brag on my name, but it usually meets with more respect than you're showing.
Maybe that's because the legend about the name don't fit the truth as I know it. That's what you're aiming at, isn't it?
Paul?
That's what the poster says. You don't have to believe it, son. But it makes more fun if you do.
Round around the little shell's going where the beehives nobody knows. Well, it's too bad, brother, but it looks mixed up. Too bad. Once more go, because the hand is slicker than the eye, or is it? Now, why don't you double your money and see if the hand is quicker than the eye? Oh, I'll watch it very carefully, just as easy as shooting fish in a rain barrel. Too bad, mister.
Paul, I saw where the pea went. All right if I bet my darn?
That's a game of chance, son.
But there ain't no chance to it. I saw it. It's a sure thing, Paul.
You prepared to lose just in case it's not a sure thing?
Sure. I know the eye's quicker than the hand.
You know, huh? Well, it's your money, Mark.
And who's next to see if the hand is really quicker than the eye?
I'll bet my dime.
And the young man bets a dime. Now, here's the pea and here's the shell. Now, watch it very closely and see if the hand is quicker than the eye. All right, young man. Where's the pea?
That one.
Sorry, son. You lose.
But I saw it go under there, Paul.
You saw it or you thought you saw it?
But I dug 5 post holes during that money.
Well, you'll just have to dig 5 more, huh? Now, here. Want to try this?
No.
Now, just a minute, son. In a way, you were lucky back there. It only cost you a dime to find out what a lot of men spend a fortune learning.
Learning what?
Well, that you don't figure to get anything in this life free and easy. You got to work for it. And even when something seems free, well, you just found out it's not. How about this?
Good. Once more we go. Double your money.
I'll bet $20.
Well, now, that's a sporting bet, partner.
These yokels been diming and quartering me near to death.
Now, keep your eye closely on the little peel as the shells move around. And where is the little pea?
Now, let's see. My guess is he is under the middle shell.
What are you picking up 2 shells for?
I called the middle shell. He has to be under it if the game is honest.
What are you trying to say, mister?
Nothing. Just pay me my money.
All right, well, now, just take it easy. Here, you can have your bet back.
Did you ever hear that the hand is quicker than the eye? Thank you.
Wait a second. That's not your money, mister. You better get back to your game.
That's enough. Now, you men pack up your gear and get out of town.
You all right, Paul?
Yeah, I guess everything's in the right place.
That was sure some humdinger of a fight.
What's it all about, Lucas?
Oh, the usual, Mike. Is some of the carny boys carrying a good thing too far?
Leave him alone.
Tin horn chiseler.
You heard my orders. Now pack up and get out and don't ever come back.
All in a day's work, eh, friend?
Recognize him?
Should I?
It's J. Jefferson.
Oh, so that's him, huh?
You mean J. Jefferson, the famous lawman?
The same, son.
Gosh, can I go talk to him, Paul?
Go ahead, son. I'll meet you in the lunchroom.
Great man himself comes to our town for a visit, and let's hope a short one.
Why do you say that, Micah? I'd think the town would be honored to have him around.
You don't know him.
Well, only by reputation. Didn't he clean up Cedar Grove when 6 men before him had failed?
He cleaned it up all right, but you know how he did it? Killing off the opposition. If anybody got out of line, he didn't stop to argue, he just shot him.
So?
The Sid Russell gang the same way. Ambushed two of them, shot the third one in the back.
I didn't know that was his style.
That's the trouble. Public's got to believing that J. Jefferson, the big man on the side of the law. Those of us who get paid for keeping the peace know him for what he really is.
Well, what's for him here in North Fork?
What's for him any place? Blood money. He's looking for an outlaw called Pete Dawson. 5'7", blue-eyed, bald.
That could be Curly Smith.
Frank Hardy. I don't think it's either one of them. Frank's had his ranch here 8 or 9 years, and well, you know Curly. Still.
Well, I'll see you later, Mike.
Sir, as soon as we get a few more players.
Got a room up front? How about a little cutthroat?
I usually don't play two-handed, but it's all right to kill time. Sit down, sit down. My name's Colonel Beauregard Smith. The folks around here call me Curly.
How are you?
Sit down, sit down.
Anything wrong, boy?
No, sir. I just wanted to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Ain't that sort of a funny place to wear a gun?
It isn't how or where you wear a gun that's important, son. It's what you do with it when you need it. In a hurry. I keep the gun barrel greased. That way she comes out slick and fast.
Would you mind me having one of your bullets? Well, to show the fellas at school. Thanks.
My compliments, boy. Nice little lad.
If that boy's daddy seen you draw on him, he'd cut you in half.
I didn't hurt the boy.
Well, his pa just don't like people pointing guns the wrong way.
Well, I'm sure his pa knows the difference between a friendly move and an unfriendly one. Your deal.
J. Jefferson's quite an impressive man, huh, Mark?
That he's faster on the draw than Wild Bill Hickok.
Well, you know, son, being fast with a gun isn't a talent to be especially admired, unless it's tied up with good intentions.
Give me one of his bullets.
Take your hat off. Well, thank you.
You lived around here long?
Oh, 4 or 5 years. Why, is something wrong?
Just remind me of someone I used to know. Jack's a better. $20.
Well, I'll stay. Can't win every pot.
Why not? Is there a law against it?
Well, law of averages. Give me the top card.
And I'll take one. Open the bet's 20.
Poker's going up. I'll raise you 20.
I'll call.
All pink, a heart flush.
Not good enough. Full house, kings over tens.
Just a minute, sir. You didn't show me your cards.
Cards were there for you to look at.
But you didn't show them face up.
I think I've had enough for now.
I didn't see your cards, so as far as I'm concerned, I've been cheated.
Would you mind repeating that?
Are you old fraud? You can play poker, but you can't afford to pay back the $20 you owe me, huh?
What are you talking about?
Maybe I'll take it out of your hide. Bud.
Sir?
Your pa's a pretty smart man.
Yes, sir. There are no flies on my pole.
There sure aren't. Son, you know I'm a law enforcement officer, don't you?
I sure do.
Sometimes my job makes me ask people questions that maybe they don't think they should answer, you know? But it's their duty to answer. You understand that, don't you?
Yeah?
I'm looking for an outlaw. He might live right around here.
What's the meaning of this, Lucas?
I'm sorry I had to manhandle you, Curly, but you were just about to get yourself hurt.
Well, I'm not exactly a prairie flower. I could have taken care of myself. So who is that card shark?
Well, his name is Jay Jefferson.
Jay Jeffs? Well, that's different. I guess he really did have a full house. Hey, you suppose you ought to go back and apologize?
Now, you just make yourself scarce. I'll apologize for you.
Thanks, Lucas.
He looks like him. He's bald, too.
Uh-huh. Where does this man Frank Hardy live, lad?
5 miles out of town, past the post road.
That's enough, Mark. You often look to youngsters for help?
I'm a peace officer, friend. The law says every citizen must aid me in the performance of my duty. The law doesn't specify the age.
40 years old, huh? Frank Hardy's 50 if he's a day.
Well, that handbill was printed 10 years ago.
Well, that's not much of a picture to identify a man.
I don't need the picture. I used to know Pete Dawson pretty well back east. 5 miles west of town, eh, lad? Thank you.
Empty-handed.
Ain't that a shame?
He'll be leaving now and taking trouble to some other town, for which I'm everlastingly grateful.
Well, I think I'll pick up Mark and head for home.
Be seeing you, Lucas, boy.
Pete Dawson?
You're mistaken, sir. That isn't my name.
It is now. And I'm arresting you for the robbery of the Eagle Rock Bank in Missouri 10 years ago. Pete Dawson, otherwise known as Curly Smith.
That's right. You played poker with him this morning. Why didn't you take him then?
Well, I didn't recognize him then.
Oh, no, you gave me the impression you knew him for a long time.
Well, his chin whiskers and mustache had me fooled.
Excuse me. You wait out in the hall, son. Go on. Micah?
2 bullets right through the heart.
I warned him, son. I told him not to go for his gun. But he paid me no mind.
Well, he shouldn't have tried to resist arrest.
Mark, come along, son.
All right, folks. Let's go home. Marshal, I'll expect an official report from you as to Pete Dawson's description and measurements. Proof for me to take back to Missouri that he's dead.
You know, Paul, I bet if Mr. Jefferson hadn't come to town, no one would have ever known that Curly Smith was really an outlaw.
Well, we don't know it yet, son.
Huh?
Mark, I'd like to ask you a question.
Go ahead, Paul.
How would you feel if you found out J. Jefferson wasn't the great man you think he is?
Why, Paul, you shouldn't say things like that. It ain't like you to go and talk against someone for no reason.
All right, son.
Where are you going?
I'll be back in an hour or so. You meet me here.
All right, Paul.
Who's there?
Lucas McCain.
Come on in, Lucas.
Frank? How'd your alfalfa crop turn out?
Oh, real fine, Lucas. It's good seed you gave me.
Well, good.
What can I do for you?
Now, Frank, I wondered if you'd mind riding into town with me.
Oh,
Yeah, there's been some trouble, and I thought maybe you'd help straighten it out.
trouble?
Yeah, we've got a distinguished visitor from the east in town. A fellow named J. Jefferson. Know him?
Well, of course I've heard of him.
Ever meet him?
Yes. Matter of fact, he was out here this morning. He thought I might be someone he was looking for.
An outlaw named Pete Dawson?
Yes, I think that was the name.
Well, Frank, about a half hour ago, J. Jefferson shot and killed Curly Smith.
But why?
He claimed Curly Smith was Pete Dawson.
Very nice, Marshal. I appreciate it.
Micah? Frank's got something he wants to tell you.
That's so? What is it, Frank?
My name isn't Frank Hardy. It's Pete Dawson, and I'm wanted in Missouri for robbery. I guess I'm part to blame for Curly's death.
Let's everyone stay right where they are. You heard me? Don't move. That's it. Stand nice and easy. Jefferson, I arrest you for... Just send the warrant to me in Mexico City, Marshal. Care General Delivery. Looks as if I got in over my head this time. Got a little too greedy. I'll thank you for your rifle, friend. Toss it to me.
Jefferson, as I was saying, I arrest you for the murder of Curly Smith. Well, Mark, I reckon you found out you can't always believe everything you hear about famous people, eh?
I know, Micah, but don't you figure it's more fun if you do?
You'll be having some money coming, Lucas.
Money?
The reward.
Oh. Say, isn't Curly Smith's son working his way through law school back east?
That's what I heard.
Well, send it to him. He can use it.
I'll do that, Lucas.
That's an awful lot of money to be giving away, isn't it, Paul?
Yes, it is. But I don't think we'd enjoy spending money earned that way, do you?
I'll have to think about that one, Paul.
Come on.